The posters were significant. Actually, the posters were sort of vital to the early Austin music scene in the early 70s because it was the primary way of promoting and advertising the shows. None of these venues had any money. Even the biggest one, the Armadillo, didn't have any money. So posters were a way to promote and put butts in seats, and without having to spend a lot of money. They couldn't even afford newspaper ads, much less radio spots or anything exotic like a television spot or anything like that was out of the question. But because the countercultural community was concentrated around the university and south of the river, it was therefore possible to saturate the areas of these communities with these posters. And the poster was already had a good name because of the San Francisco type that came out in the mid-'60s to late '60s. And in point of fact, there was a significant Austin-San Francisco connection back then. Not only with the music, like with Janis Joplin or, God, what is his name? Chet Flippo? No, Chet
Helms.
Chet Helms. Not only with the music, like I said, with Janis Joplin, Chet Helms, Johnny Winter, 13th Floor Elevators, and some other people, but also the art. Jack Jackson and Gilbert Sheldon were doing art here for the Vulcan Gas Company in the late '60s. And then they went out to San Francisco where they continued to do art for the Fillmore and the Avalon and then individual bands like the Grateful Dead and so forth and so on. And they established Rip-Off Press, which not only produced movie posters but also produced underground comics and underground literature of all sorts. This was a direct Austin to San Francisco connection. But anyway, back to the posters. Because of the San Francisco type and their collectability, doing posters for a incipient music scene was really the smart thing to do, and it was economical.